Alright, in our last video, I have made a comparison between the new projects and the resale property in Malaysia. I've also concluded that the sub-sale, the resale property is having a lower risk. So you might wondering why people still go for a new project despite I'm saying that resale property in Malaysia is having a lower risk. Generally speaking, new projects, because it is having a new things, new facility, new features, and you are a first-hand owners. So that's one of the reasons as well. And new project, you don't have to offer that high amount of down payment. So most of the new project in the market is offering a low down payment. You might not even have to prepare down payment, which is a zero down payment. So it depends case to case, project to project, developer to developer. So generally speaking, in Malaysia, especially resale property, you have to fork out, you have to stand by a 15 to 18% including down payment if you are to purchase property in Malaysia. So I have summarized a 12 important fees that I think important that you should know before commit to purchase any property in Malaysia. Before I start the video, for foreigners, you have about 2 extra fees that you have to pay compared to the locals. One shall be the state levy and another one shall be the state consent fee. So the state levy, state consent fee, it depends on different states, different amounts. Or in Penang, I'm quoting a higher amount just in case. You have to stand by a 3% of the state levy fees and also about 20 to 30,000 for the state consent fee. So before I start the video today, if you don't understand about the 12 course later, just remember if you are taking a mortgages, a loan applications of 90% margin, you will have to stand by a 15 to 18% fees, including the down payment. If you are purchasing by cash, you just have to stand by a 5 to 8% fees. So let's start our video. Generally speaking, in Malaysia, when you want to buy a property, especially in the resale market, you have to offer at least 10% down payment. This is because our Bank Negara, Central Bank, has stated that purchaser can only apply for 90% loan margin. So which means to say 10% down payment. Of course, you can go to 100% loan, but that is only for the 500,000 and below properties. For the above, can you do for that zero down payment? You can, maybe in new project because they are offering discount, rebate, so-called, or you are playing a markup which is not within our videos today. So I would just say, generally speaking, you have to stand by a 10% down payment, which already included the one I said just now, 15 to 18%. And in the upcoming video, I'll be talking about the markup, the rebate, the discount things as well, but just not in today's video because we're only talking about 12 important costs that you should be aware. The legal fees for your sales and purchase agreement, which you will hear SMP, SPA, and your loan agreement. If you are purchasing new project, the legal fees for the loan, SPA, they already included by the developer. Alright, so there is a guideline to calculate the legal fees for the SPA and the legal fees for the loan, but I will not go through because there are several different tiers and different fees. Of course, if you are purchasing the property price that is higher, and the fees will be higher as well, follow your property price. So if you want to know how to calculate the fees, I have put it into the website as well. You can refer by clicking the descriptions at the below. Stamp duty for the MOT, memorandum of transfer, and the loan. For the loan part, you have to stand by 0.5% of your loan amount. So it depends on your loan amount. Yes. So if you are buying property by cash, you can ignore this. You can dismiss the 0.5% loan stamp duty. Also, just now, the legal fee for the loan agreement, you don't have to pay for that because you are buying in cash. And stamp duty for the MOT part, we have guidelines for the calculations as well. We have different tiers. So I will put it into my website as well. You can look in the descriptions below to get into the website if you're interested to find out more. Just in case, if you don't know what is stamp duty, just take it as income to the government. Generally speaking and legally, 1% to 3% maximum, okay, shall be the agent's fees. Okay, if you are the buyer, most of you might ask, I thought landlord should pay the fees. Actually, it depends, case to case basis, especially for example during the COVID time. All right, most of the owners are selling below the market value, so some of them might not pay the commissions and might not paying the fees. So in these circumstances, if you want to buy cheap properties, I guess it is worth to pay before you visit the property or during your visit. Remember to ask the agents whether how much fees or whether he is charging any fees or not. This is where most of the people don't know about it. All right, so when the property is completed or this is a resale property, the bank will have to send the panel valuer to value the property, because bank will not simply trust you or your agent saying that if the property is worth, the market value is worth 500,000 but you're financing at 2 million. So once you take the money, you go away, you leave Malaysia, who's going to bear the loss? Of course, will be the bank. So we say bank is not stupid, right? So they will send a panel valuer to value the property based on the market value and other conditions as well. So the fees will be borne by the buyer. And of course, nowadays, more and more banks are allowing the purchasers to finance the valuation fee into the loan packages. So it also depends on the bank. So if you don't want to pay for the cash, the valuation fee, just ask the bank whether they allow you to finance inside or not. Also, we have a guideline for the calculations of valuation fee. It depends on your property price as well. If you want to know how to calculate this, I have put it in my website in the descriptions below. Just find the link, click it. Alright, I've also included a sample of calculations for 1 million property price, how much fees for the legal fees, for the MOT that you have to get ready. The most commonly here in the market is MRTA, MLTA. So this video I'm not going to justify the difference between MRTA and MLTA. I'll be justifying them in the upcoming video. Remember to subscribe for the upcoming video. And strongly encourage you to buy, because if anything bad happens that you cannot work for income, that if anything bad like death happens, so you know your family don't have to worry about the repayment, because the insurance company is going to clear the debts. And FYI, I cannot tell you how the mortgage insurance, the premium, how they are calculating, but you can refer to your insurance agents, your friends, or the bankers during your loan application. They will be able to quote for you. The premium difference varies according to your jobs and your age. And FYI, male tend to have a higher insurance premium than the females. So renovation, I can only say, depends on your personal finance, okay? Because I've seen a wardrobe that costs about 100,000. Some people might even apply for personal loan to renovate, to furnish their house. So again, that depends on your personal finance and your risk assessment. Some new agent might tell you that once you have purchased the property, you have paid the legal fees, you have settled the stamp duty, there's no other fees for you to be worried about. Actually, this is bullshit. But I committed such a mistake before as well as a new agent. Once you paid the cash in full, or once the bank has released the loan to the seller, you still have to pay for some fees, for some deposit, like the utility bill, your water, your electricity bill. Alright, you have to pay the authorities for the services. And quick rent and assessment, also it depends on condominiums, property to properties, it might vary, it differs from states as well. And also the maintenance fees. Alright, some management collect maintenance billing in quarterly. So yeah, they have to pay the maintenance fee in order to collect the key as well. So that's it for today's video. Just remember, if you can't remember the cost, just remember one thing. If you are to purchase property in Malaysia with 90% loan application, the margins, okay, you have to stand by 15% to 18% fees, including down payment. Then you are safe enough. Unless you are purchasing in cash or you are purchasing new project, then you're going to stand by a 5 to 8% please download it. It should be safe enough for you. That's it for today's video. If you have learned something, tell me in the comment box, and if you like the video, help me to like, subscribe, share the videos to your friends, and subscribe for the upcoming video regarding the property as well. And in the next video, I'll be doing a sharings about 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 onwards to 2 million. What kind of property can you get in Penang States? I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.